Come on, Aluna. You can do this. Want to see the world? Then join this guild to see it. Maybe they even have other mages that you can learn from. Think of all the magic you might be able to learn.
The young half-elf stepped forward and pushed open the heavy oak door to the guild hall. Immediately, she was hit with the smell of ale and roast meat. Inside, she could see many round tables with adventurers of all kinds drinking around them. A large fireplace to one side of the room with its fire kept it warm and bright, along with a multitude of torches around the room. Taking in the sights, Luna didn't see the mug of ale next to her, or the dwarf holding it.
Hey! Watch where you're going, stonehead! Don't mess with the dwarves' ale after a long day's walking.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I was looking around the hall instead of watching where I was going. I can buy you a new drink. Oh, not in that sense, sorry, but to replace the one I spilt, I have some money around here somewhere.
I don't need money for a new drink. I need you to not go spilling it, pointy ears!
Come on, Kildrak, give her a break. It was clearly an accident, and it's not like you need to pay for the drinks here.
Oh, aye? And what about my laundry? That does itself, does it?
You mean the clothes that you've been wearing for the last 3 days? We've only just got back home from our last job, and you've still got bandit blood on it for Muradin's sake.
Alright, fine. I'll go sort my gear out. Hopefully, Brammer's is still open and can fix up me helmet.
The dwarf paladin grabbed his bag from nearby and made his way to the door. Atop the bag was a steel helmet which Aluna caught a glimpse of before Kildrak covered it with a piece of cloth. For a brief moment, she thought she saw a dented emblem of Tempest on it, though she hadn't got a good enough look to be sure. Across the room, Orik raved her over at the bar where he was sat. Behind the bar was a slender half-elf in fine clothes, a well-kept beard. Only his pointed ears gave away his true heritage.
You'll have to forgive our irritable paladin there. We just got home from a job with some bandits, and his helmet's emblem got damaged in the scuffle. Being a paladin of Tempus, he tends to take that quite personally.
Oh, thank you. I still feel bad that he lost his drink, though. Maybe I can leave a few coins here to pay for his next drink.
No need, lass. Guild members get free food and drink here. Within reason, anyways. Now, why don't you tell us your name and what we can do for you?
Before you do, you look like you could do with something to eat. Non-guild members have to pay, of course, but I have some hot beef stew on the go and plenty of ale. Cost you 3 copper for both if you like.
Yes, please. That would be lovely. Thank you.
Aluna reached for her pocket to draw out some copper coins, but stopped when Orik slapped down a silver piece in front of her.
I've got her meal, Leo. The extra can go towards some food rations for the next time I head out. If she's here to join the guild, then she could do with keeping a coin for some starting gear.
That's incredibly kind of you. But how did you know I was here to join the guild, Mr.
Sjalfson, Orik Sjalfson, dwarven fighter of the Oaken Shields. And this lanky fellow here is Leo Zaren Geese, our resident bard turned administrator / barmaid for the guild.
Most folks around here call me Leo. Pleasure to meet a fellow half-elf. Miss...
Oh, I'm Aluna Delry, a wandering mage seeking employment.
Well, Miss Delry, a good friend at Orik has paid for your food and drink, so I'll return shortly with it. Try not to let him drink all my stock while I'm gone.
Orik snorted into his drink as Leo Zaren left to get Aluna's food. As Orik set his mug down, Luna wondered how the dwarf knew of her intentions before she had told them.
To answer your earlier question, folks usually come to the guild either seeking to help or to join as a member. It's rare we get folks visiting for other reasons.
That makes sense, I guess. Do many people come to join the guild?
Nah, not many folks are interested in the adventurer's life. Especially as a mercenary in a guild that, politically speaking, can be a bit problematic. While we are fewer than the City Watch, we collectively have the strength to rival them for sure. Some folks aren't comfy with that. and to the potential dangers and skills required, not many want to join. Of the ones that do, not all of them make it.
Well, that's understandable. I've heard some nobles have complained about the guild before. There were even rumours that some asked Lord Stemfast to have it shut down.
I don't believe all the rumours, lass. There are certainly those who aren't a fan of the guild, but nearly all nobles have had work for the guild at some point or another. Some may not like to admit it, but they benefit from having muscle to hire. It can be difficult to find other folks capable of taking on the work they want doing sometimes, if they can afford to pay for it.
What kind of work does the guild get? I'm still young and I'm not yet a very powerful mage. I'm not sure I'm ready for grand, perilous quests.
Orik raised his arm and pointed over to the wall near the fire. As Aluna looked over, she saw a large notice board spanning most of the wall. Scattered across it were dozens of letters, leaflets and posters, all declaring various requests for help or warnings of wanted folk.
You see that board over there? That's our jobs board. The work we get varies from scholars wanting help deciphering magic poems of old, to simple wanted posters, declaring a price for some scoundrel's head. Anyone who has work and the coin to pay can put a job on that board for us, though most of it usually consists of bodyguard duty or capture some crook who stole something, things that folks don't want to have to report to the authorities, since it takes them so long to handle it. That'll be work that you can do, don't you worry. Everyone in the guild has jobs they prefer doing, though, word of advice, don't narrow your options too much. If you only take jobs of a certain type, then you limit your options for work. It's worth branching out a little so that you have some options when necessary.
Holy Maestra! I didn't think there would be so much to do. How do you decide who does what job?
You simply go over and select the job that catches your fancy.
The half-elf had returned with a bowl of hot stew and a couple of mugs of ale. He placed one in front of Orik before placing the other and the stew in front of Aluna. With her aching stomach reminding her she hadn't yet eaten, she eagerly tucked into the stew. To her surprise, it was incredibly well seasoned with generous helpings of beef and vegetable. The Ozaring continued as she ate.
The job board is open to all members to browse. They can select any of the jobs to bring to myself or Shinura, Guildmaster. Usually it will be me, as Shinura is often busy with other tasks. I'll sign off on our records that you've taken it, and off you go. Sometimes folks work solo, other times they work in others for larger, more dangerous tasks. It's up to you how you want to work. It's safer to have more with you, however, then you'll have to split the pay. Also worth mentioning that the guild does take a 20% cut from each job.
The guild has a tax on jobs.
Yes, and in return, we process job requests to keep the job board filled. Members also have the option to occasionally use the rooms to stay in here at the guild, as well as free food and ale here. Though some members tend to go through more ale than others.
Ugh, don't look at me. The rest of the guild are lightweights.
You and Kildrak have gone through a barrel today alone.
And it would have been more if Kildrak didn't need to get his helmet sorted. Thanks to bandits for denting it.
Yes, I'll go and dig up the dead bandits and thank them personally.
So, how do I join? Do I just go and select a quest now?
Not quite. Once you're a full member, then yes, but to join, you'll have to show you're capable. Nora vets each person who tries to join. You'll chat to her, and she'll handpick your mission as a trial run. Should all go well and you succeed, you'll sign a contract to become an official member, with all the benefit it brings.
Are you sure you want to do it, lass? Everyone has their reasons, and I won't pry too deep into yours. However, adventuring is a dangerous lifestyle. It has its perks, but also its dangers. Think carefully now.
I grew up with my mother in Feldenost, never going beyond its walls. We supported ourselves by doing small magic shows and odd jobs for folk. But my mother passed recently, and I didn't want to carry on doing magic shows alone. Instead, I want to see more of the world and learn more magic. Joining this guild means I can support myself while fulfilling those goals, and become powerful enough to confront the dangers. At least, that's what I thought.
Orik and Leo stared at Luna for a few moments, gauging her character. Silence was all that could be heard for a few moments as they weighed up what she said.
Well, if you want to learn more magic, then you'd best talk to some of our mages in the guild. I would suggest Helicene. She's not the most powerful, but she also seeks to learn more about magic, and is most likely to help you. Ruby would be as likely to blast you with a fireball as to help you cast one.
Thank you. I was hoping to work with another mage. What can you tell me about Helicene? Could you tell me where I could find her?
Before you go seeking other guild members, you should focus on being able to join. If you go and take the seat by the fire, I'll let our guild master know that you're waiting, though it may be a short while before she can see you.
Oh, of course. I don't mind waiting. I look forward to meeting Shannara.
Luna stood from her seat as Stu finished. Lifting her ale, she headed over to the armchairs that were near the large fire. She sat and slowly sipped at her ale as she opened her spell book. Leo turned back to Orik.
So, what do you think?
Orik looked over to where the young half-elf girl was sat and thought for a moment.
She's a sweet young lass, but rather naive. The adventuring lifestyle doesn't allow for that to last long. Shannara will also tear her apart unless she sees something in her.
So you don't think she'll last?
I think it depends on if she can handle whatever task Shannara gives her to join. If she can hold her resolve through that task, then I think she has a chance.
Leo Zarin nodded in response to this. Orik was one of the original guild members and had more experience than most. He understood well the challenges of the adventuring lifestyle, and more to the point, the challenges of impressing Shannara. Their guildmaster did not tolerate fools, meaning their new half-elf friend would face some difficult challenges in the days ahead. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. Don't forget to check out my character videos, which give more details on the characters in this series. If you want to support these videos, then head over to my Ko-Fi, linked below.